you. I'm you. I start you too. You and I. You
What's good, world? Welcome back to Unload the Weight Podcast, where I'm your host, Logan Farrar, and I'm here to drop gems in the gym for your mental health and well-being. As you know, stress is always out to get us. But here, on this platform, we just create awareness, we rise above it, and we turn that pressure into power. Each and every day, we're trying to work to the top. And as we work to the top, it's going to be some new set of circumstances that we got to navigate through. And I'm here for it. So let's go. Let's continue to work towards the best version of ourselves. Enjoy.
What's going on, world? Welcome back to Unload the Weight Podcast. Logan Farrar here with the beautiful, gorgeous, magnificent, intelligent Miss Bess.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
I was thinking about anger earlier. And what made me think about it is like how calm, cool, and collected I be when stuff goes wrong. Remember when I left my keys at the playground yesterday or Sunday? I really could have snapped. I really could have snapped and been like, I really could have just got mad at everybody because I lost my keys. But if I would have did that, it would have stopped me. It would have stopped me from finding them. It would have took me a little longer.
It always be like that.
It would have took me a little longer, and I wanted to get mad. Don't get me wrong, because I had to drive back to the spot I thought I was at. It wasn't there, so then I had to walk, retrace my steps. I'm like, man, I got my son with me, so that was a mood booster. So I was like, man, he was cheesing, walking, so I ain't had no choice but to be happy. You know what I mean? But man, regulating anger is a beautiful thing. It saves you so much. It gives you so much energy because when you're mad, a lot of your energy is taken away. Somebody said it's like carrying an empty backpack. You don't need it. It just weighs you down. So one thing that I like to do to control my anger, one thing that I love to do to control my anger is just to like be mindful and talk to myself. Do that with a little bit of deep breathing, it's a wrap. And I know not to feed it too, because feeding expands on that. Bless you. Feeding it, like I heard, I don't know if it's from a credible source, I'm going to be honest, but I heard it only takes 90 seconds for anger to pass through the body. But you just can't feed it.
Yeah.
You can't do the negative talk. You can't talk about it. You can't be negative about it. You probably shouldn't even be in the same room where you initially got angry at.
That's interesting.
But 90 seconds though. What are your thoughts? How do you bridge that gap between you and anger? Because it really doesn't help.
Yeah. You know, I also heard that venting doesn't help.
Venting? Oh, wow. I never heard of that.
Because that's just another way that you feed anger. Now, sharing, like once you've processed the emotion, you know, sharing how you felt, then transforms that to communication, right? So you're in a different space, but venting doesn't help.
They say begin it out though.
I don't know. I feel like for me, because okay, you said when I get angry. When I get angry, my first thought be to have a conversation. Like I be wanting to have a conversation. It don't matter.
What if you impulsive though?
I be wanting to talk. I just be wanting to talk. So I mean, for me, I just call a friend, you know, call a trusted individual, or sometimes I talk it out to like just to God, like out. If I'm driving, I'll just talk it out. But for the most part, sometimes I like to call people, but I recognize that does not like easy. Especially you got to be careful with who you talking to when you're angry, because sometimes other people can feed your anger, giving you additional things to be angry about, like
and
just
you
expanding.
you be carrying them around with you throughout the rest of your day. So you're right about that. I ain't even really think about that.
But sometimes anger, I guess anger doesn't last a long time for me. I guess where I sit at is the irritated phase too long. Cause angry, I feel like I don't walk around angry, but I can walk around irritated.
I think because anger is a secondary emotion. I think when you peel back anger, irritation is right there too.
Exactly. So a lot of people don't realize that sitting in irritation is just a step from sitting in anger. It's like the prolonged state of anger is irritation and frustration.
Right.
So, how I do that, and that's so crazy we're talking about this, because just yesterday I recorded something about how you can bring joy into your life in any circumstance. And one of the things that I said is by looking at it from a lens of gratitude. And if I look at, what I'm grateful for, it makes less room for fear, for anxiety, for anger, if I look at things from a grateful. So yeah, and then the other thing I was saying about how you can grab joy is by action, doing something that just makes you feel good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, take action. Don't worry about it.
Because when you take action, it's like your brain can't focus on multiple things at one time. You can only have one thought at one time.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So when you act, or even from anger, when you're having anxiety, acting helps with anxiety and irritation as well. Acting, yeah, like doing something that you want to do or something that makes you feel good.
That's like you said, take action. Like, just do something, because if you don't, you stand still, then you're gonna like string along sadness, and when sadness is in a long string, it can be a wrap for a little minute. So to avoid that process, just take action, man. Like, do not sit in it. Do not let anger, like, even when you think about being angry, they say the brain can't tell if it's real, if it's not. The body physically responds to the same way as if it happened in person, as if you're thinking about it. So just even thinking about it affects you the same way. So most definitely talk to yourself. You are your best friend. Tell yourself what you would tell your best friend, and take action. I think that's a beautiful recipe, y'all. Until next time, keep tuning in, keep liking, keep subscribing, and most definitely got more on the way.